Hey, Besky Brains, Kirby here, aka Darkwing Disc, and this week I ordered a chicken and an egg off Amazon. I'll have to let you know. Alongside me, as always, is the fairway finder himself, Ollie DePina. And did you know, in 2018, Washington State abolished the chair, which is crazy because I went to IKEA this week and they had tons of them for sale. Welcome to episode 85 of the KO Disc Golf Show. Episode 85 is the Dodrio episode. Famous players to wear the number 85. The most famous has got to be Jack Youngblood. He only missed one game in 14 seasons from 1971 to 1984. For the Red Sox, there is Dustin May, and we traded for him mid-season in 2025. Absolute disaster of a trade. Did not work out for us. The Mariners had no number 85s, and we're about to hit a string of no Mariners in the numbers. And Ollie, his with the Giants.
For the Giants, we got a special. Not in my time. In the '60s, we had Del Schaffner was the most prominent
Offner.
Giant of our time. He was a D lineman, and I enjoyed that because I also learned about like a stat one of this websites used for like career weights. So he's the 18th, 1,804th player, like ranked player for his career since 1960.
Okay, sweet. Ollie, how you doing, man? How's it going?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Had some, switching to full time work hours, so just working a lot, and got out to play some disc golf and kind of figuring out my hours a bit more where I can go and play in the morning, get some rounds in. Got to hit Jackson, which is super nice because it's on the way to work, which I appreciate, and have Terrace right there. So I'm planning, a little Jackson Terrace North Park action before work and getting those in my rotation. And yeah, I'm enjoying I honestly don't mind when it gets the darker hours of the year. I'm kind of get more productive, it feels like.
Sure. Yeah, I like getting out in the mornings this time of year, especially. I mean, it's kind of one of those things like you almost kind of feel like you have to, so it's that
Hmm.
extra motivation, get out there early. So yeah, totally. You and I got out to Shelton this past week and filmed a video. Um, this Thursday is Thanksgiving, but Thursday morning we have a video dropping, so feel free to check that out. If get away from the family for a little bit, watch a little KO disc golf challenge video. Um, we don't exactly have a full name, but it's going to be something along the lines of the Fairway Finder Finding Fairways series. This one's going to be the Shelton Springs edition, and basically the goal behind the video is that Ollie is going to have to beat, or Ollie's going to try to beat Missy Gannon's hot round at the Cascade Challenge during the FPO layout.
Yep.
She shot 10 down, absolute blistering round.
Yeah.
So Ollie's rating equates right now to about a +4, so that's his floor, and then the ceiling being a -10. So tune in this Thursday, see how our boy Ollie does. Basically, the thought behind this is that when Ollie wins the video, if Ollie wins the video, when Ollie wins the video, we get Ollie some ice cream, or some drinks or lunch or something. But either way, that's going to be Ollie's little reward at the end.
Yep.
And for every month that Ollie does not hit the goal, he or I will give away a disc on the following week.
I
So,
think rotating whatever frisbee you want, and then I'll do one. I'll do like a new AGL one. I want to get some of these AGL molds out into some people's hands, so I'm gonna be picking up a lot more duplicates of ones for these videos and stuff. So definitely want to get some AGL discs, maybe do some Discmania or whatever disc. Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff to give away. I got a box of stuff around, so
Cool.
plenty of stuff back here as well. So, yeah, tune in this Thursday too. It's gonna be really, really fun. We're really excited to kind of get those videos rolling and do those monthly. So, the other thing I'm going to ask everybody to do, please, 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 go to the go throw and go to the most recent video and just ask, where's the kayak beat the pros? Where's it at, guys? We want the kayak beat the pros.
Yeah,
We want to see the fairway finder.
we can hope that maybe as this is being uploaded, you guys are watching this in the recommended. It's you're just gonna see kayak. It could be right there. So
Hmm.
Tuesday mornings, I know they like to post. They post like once a week on Tuesday mornings. So I
Yeah.
will be another week watching that, and
Yeah, we're hoping to see Ollie's big goofy smile in a thumbnail somewhere, real
I,
soon.
I
So
sent him a DM and they seen it and
they just know they left you on red. Damn.
and it was like it wasn't even like it wasn't I wasn't I'm not mad, it's nothing like that. It was just like I think I was like, "Oh, I really wanted to like use this for like an application." So I was like bummed it didn't get posted now, but still really excited. And I sent Broken Heart with the withered rose. And they
You
just
should send
seen it
them.
and they're like, "What the?" I'm sure they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Then that, like tomorrow or the day after, send them like another like GIF of just like somebody crying, just like a single tear rolling down somebody's face.
like not like bug them in the most like nice, try to funny way. Like I'm not trying to be mean. I don't want to like yeah, you leave a good fairway finder joke or something because that's
Yeah.
where this is the origination of the fairway finder. Hopefully, I don't know if they used in this all, but it should be Luke Humphreys being somewhere calling me the. If not, people are gonna think I'm crazy.
I think how funny would it be, and if Luke Humphreys, I would respect him so much if he did this. If he was just like, dude, we're so sick of this Ollie guy. They found a way just to like edit you out of all of it. And it's just like anytime like they go to throw it, they see you, it's just like you walking alongside of everybody, but you're just completely cut out of throwing. All of your shots are totally, totally gone.
Dude, they're
That'd be
just
all
gonna
the
DM like another player in there and be like, "Hey, we the new AI stuff is good. We're gonna just AI you as Ollie, so like you can play his whole round. We're just gonna call it you."
Oh man, that's so funny. That's such a funny thought. They're just like, screw this guy. We're just gonna take him out of this thing. That's crazy.
No, that's exact. I'm not like, dude, because they could totally just be like, let's just not post it.
Yeah, just scrap that footage. Yeah,
But it's not just about me. But so there's other people in there involved. Also, people like I feel like it's part of what those people that went to kayak on that weekend are like waiting for in a way to watch.
yeah,
Like people are like some of like family and friends of other people that were in the like. There's like 20 or there's a bunch of 20 people in the first
yeah.
video that's gonna
Hey,
come
dude,
out.
you can be the nice guy about it. I can be the guy that's just like, no, I want to see my boy on the Beat the Pros.
That's
I
true.
want I want to see Ollie on there. You did so great that whole day, dude. I was caddying for you. I
It's
don't care.
true.
I don't like. I want to watch that footage. That was like, dude, you're throwing great shots all
Yeah,
day. It
it would
was
be. I
it
think
was
it'd be
so fun to
helpful.
watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be helpful for myself to watch what I was doing and be like, "Oh, yeah, I should do that more." Not like,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I want to see it. Selfishly, I don't care. You can be as nice as you want to be.
I
Selfishly, though, I
appreciate
just want
that.
I want to see my boy on there. So, this weekend, Ellie and I hung out on Saturday, which was super cool. We spent like the whole day together, and we went down to Tacoma. I had to drop off a package for somebody, so we were kind of in the Tacoma area and did a little bit of shopping. We went to the Tacoma Mall, and she's in one of those like jewelry stores. And I was kind of like hanging out, and she's like, hey, if there's a store anywhere that you want to go and check out, like go ahead. And across the hallway there was like an anime store, and I was like, I'm gonna go pop my head in there and just kind of like look around a little bit. And they had a whole wall of Pokemon plushies and Pokemon
Oh,
figures and stuff, and it was sweet. So I'm standing there kind of like checking them out, and I was like, ah, cool. They got like, I mean, they had hundreds of different Pokemon. Actually, I was like really, really impressed and surprised with how many different ones they had. And there was this like young couple. They're probably like in their mid 20s, so they're not that young. But this couple kind of standing there, and they're looking at an Espeon and an Umbreon. And if you don't know, Espeon is purple, has a little dot on his forehead. Umbreon is black, has like gold rings around him, and totally different ears, look totally different. And the guy standing there being like, "Oh, I think that's a shiny Umbreon," talking about the Espeon. And I kind of just like look over, and I'm like, mm-mm, but I don't say anything because like it's not
yeah.
my business, right? And he goes, "No, no, no! I'm so positive that that's a shiny Umbreon. Like we should buy this because I bet you the shiny ones are really rare." And I'm just like, Shh, "Don't say anything." Like, but I'm like, I'm fuming inside though. Like I'm so mad at this guy for like his like one, his stupidity, and
Wait,
two,
so he
his
thought
just like,
the Espeon is a shiny Umbreon?
yeah. He was just
Oh,
like convinced, and I was like, buddy, like part of me was like, buddy, a shiny Umbreon. The only difference is the gold turns into a blue thing.
yeah, for
Very,
real.
very, very dorky of me, very nerdy of me. But I was like so irate at him, I literally just left the store. I was like, screw this guy.
I'm
I'm
not
walking out
helping
of
you
here.
out.
No, I can't even sit here and listen to you like butcher this either. Like I'm so mad at you. So I walk out of that store, and what is right outside of the store but Annie Ann's pretzels. And if you know me, I love soft pretzels so much. It's like a literally a that is a soft spot for me. Dudum. Love soft pretzels though. Absolutely, just like my favorite thing. So I go and get a soft pretzel, and Ellie's still in the jewelry store. So I just kind of like start eating my pretzel and hanging out. The next thing I notice, I'm like almost done with my pretzel, and she's still like putzing around in there. So I'm like, all right. So I kind of finish it real quick, and I get rid of the wrapper and I throw it out. And she comes out of the store, and I get rid of the evidence. So she comes out of the store, and she's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I was like, "Good, good." I went in the store, I didn't find anything. So we start walking out. She goes, "Oh, Annie Ann's, like you love pretzels. You should get a pretzel." And I go, yeah, I should get a pretzel, right? Totally. So I ended up having two pretzels that day, and I felt really, really great about it. So, yeah, that's married life for you, man. Just disposing of the evidence. So,
Dude, I absolutely love that.
yeah.
That
I had one of my first girlfriend in high school. She worked for the Annie Ann's in the mall in our town, and she opened up the register and gave me all of like the free pretzel coupon vouchers. So I had free pretzels from Annie Ann's for like years. It was the best. It was so awesome.
it's always like the little like white lies that just are like only for gain no hurt. Like
Oh
when
yeah.
I'm pushing like there when I used to close carts, I'd go and do like the transit center because it takes like 10-15 minutes and it's like kind of fun to walk away from the
Hmm.
Costco building. But then like I do that like at the second it was kind of like you could, and then we'd go through the night closing, and then someone would be like, "Hey, you guys do transit? Like someone should go do that." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go check it."
Yeah.
And I just would go back and walk like 10 more minutes
It's
because
like
I'm like,
you know what's there, but yeah.
I'm just like, it doesn't hurt anyone. I was like, if anything, I'm just gonna go and get like, I'm just getting 10 more minutes on my break. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been
Uh,
grinding. I deserve it.
I think the funniest part about that pretzel story is Ellie tunes into about half to like three quarters of these episodes. So there's a really good chance like later this week I'm gonna be laying in bed, I'm gonna hear her go, ah, son of a bitch. So oh, yeah. Classic married life though, man. So yeah, we'll get right into the tournament recap. This tournament recap is presented by Emerald City Discs. Emerald City Discs, the gem of the Pacific Northwest. This week there was the Cap Sante Challenge. There's two different days. One day had like all the amateur divisions as well as some juniors, and then the other day had some of the age protected amateur divisions. And the pro divisions. This was out in Anacortes, ran by Aaron Bryant. We are a big fan of him here, of
Oh
course.
yeah.
He's the man. So we'll go through the winners here real quick. Um, Taking down MPO was Colin Bryant, shooting 22 down over the 2 rounds, beating out ECD teammate Mikey Behringer, and then Dips Discs member Lucas Lotta taking third place there. Christine Hustis won FPO. Camden Burgess won MA1. Josiah Persinger won came in second in MA1, and Brody Whitcomb came in third. Daisy James won FA1 over Kimberly Hampton. Eddie Love Wren beat out Jeff Rich and Troy Williams for MA50. That was on one side, and then on the other day, winning MP60 was James Hustis over Don Clark. Winning MA60 was Jim Hanston over Christine Hustis and Mike Kunknell. Kunkel. That's cool. Christine played MA60. Love that she went for back-to-back days there. That's very cool. Paul Koff won MA65. Nicholas M2 won MA2. Joe Bailey beat out Eric John Salazar and Jonathan Lothrop, Brandon Foshi, and Russell Wood, who all tied for third place there in MA3. And then MJ12 was won by Isaac Ham, beating out new Team ECD teammate Pierce Reynolds. So that was for the MJ12. Really cool to see a whole division of MJ12. They had 4 participants, enough for an entire card. That's awesome. I love seeing that. I'd like to see more and more tournaments have full cards
Yeah,
juniors.
for sure.
Um. All right. Weather look ahead. Weather look ahead presented by AGL Discs.
Together we can reduce, reuse, and recycle for a greener future for disc golfers.
Nice. I skipped the tournament look ahead. I'll get to that right afterwards. My bad. All right, this week in the weather, it doesn't look very nice. It's gonna rain Thursday. It's gonna rain
Hmm.
Wednesday night. I got rain all day Tuesday. We're doing this Monday night, so there's a really, really good chance if you're watching this Tuesday, it's probably raining right now. Morning showers on Saturday, mostly cloudy on Friday, mostly cloudy Sunday. So the weekend's actually going to be pretty solid all in all. So if you did take off all of Thanksgiving weekend, maybe you're visiting some family or something like that out here, it's going to be a good time actually. I think the weekend actually will be pretty nice. Dude, have you reached out to actually speaking of the weekend, did you talk to Michael Go yet?
I messaged him.
You messaged him? Cool. I got Chuck down. Um, so hopefully
Maybe
that's all in the
backup
works.
plan. Maybe we can think of like a alternate shot layout with Chuck or something of the battles. Or I don't know. We can do something fun. I don't know.
We'll figure something out, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean we'll figure something out definitely. I think the for those that don't know, just kind of filling everybody else in, Ollie and I have been talking about doing dubs with the two goats for a very long time. The fucking goat, Chuck
Oh yeah.
Knudsen, and then the other goat of Michael Go.
Michael,
Um
let's go.
Michael,
Go.
let's go.
I love
Love that.
saying go twice.
No,
Let's
it's
go,
fun.
go.
Go go. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna do a doubles match at Lakewood, and if we can't get Michael Go out, maybe the three of us go to like Jackson Park or something like that. Figure something else
Oh,
out. You know, I think there's some real cool stuff that could happen there. So,
that could be fun.
yeah, now that we're in the off season, though, Ollie and I are getting around to so many more like challenge videos and stuff like that that we have the time. So, really looking forward to doing that stuff. All right, for the tournament look ahead, this is presented by Swamp Cow Kava Bar. Swamp Cow Kava Bar, love me that muddy water. Happening this week is the leftover turnover. This is happening up at Kayak Point in Stanwood, Washington. It is 2 rounds, 18 holes on the red or green course, depending on your division, and then 18 holes on the pitch and putt. Um, the one change that they said was that the pitch and putt's going to be all par threes this year compared to par twos that they've all been in years past. Ollie, what are your thoughts on a sanctioned round on the pitch and putt course?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it? Not a big fan personally.
I'm not the big. I have never done it. I won't ever probably do it or sign up for a tournament that like if I was free this weekend, maybe I would do it because it sounds like a fun tournament to do, kind of on that like off season side. Um, I just think people some like because it depends on how it rates out, but like you can easily lay up in just two every hole on that kind of pitch and putt
Oh,
where the rating has in the past been like up to like 960 or something like that. Where if you're
960
just
is par.
yeah, if you're just using the, I think they lowered it now. Because Roxy, she had a +3 or +4 on that, and was like 920 or 930, and that got adjusted super far down.
Really?
Yeah, it went down to like I want to say like 800 even or something like that. So I don't think I think the ratings have changed a little bit um with that. So I don't know. I don't have a problem with it in a way. But I think there are because I don't have a problem with it because I'm not. If you're out there to get your rating up, you're that I feel like is a more shows the type of player. Like you're just it won't matter, you know. Like your ratings just doesn't really matter to that extent. Where like if you're literally doing an event to just boost it and that's like, and it's not even different that it's different than doing like an ace run, because ace runs are still like the scores are all like kind of going, where this is I don't know.
No,
There are
I'm
mistakes, but it's just not very like, it's not like I don't know.
no, I hear everything you're saying, and I'm there, but with a little more like I don't like this. you know,
Yeah.
I don't think it's great. I think it's having like 80-foot holes and 45-foot holes. I think is kind of a mockery of a professional disc golf tournament. I think it's I like that people are excited to do that every year. I think that's awesome, and if people are excited about it, I'm not. In no way do I want to stop anybody from doing that. I did it one year, and I'll never do it again. Just it was like one of the worst round, like literally, I think the worst rating I've ever had as far as like a disc golf tournament is concerned, and it was like this is ridiculous. Like we're just throwing like 80-foot shots, yeah, I'm not a fan. Last year par, I just looked it up real quick. Par was 947, so it definitely has dropped in the last couple of years. Because at one point I think it was like 963 or something like that was an even par rating. So it's gone down probably about 20 points or so in the last couple of years. So curious. I've seen people online have some problems with it, and I've seen people kind of post in comments that this is just just unreal that they would host a sanctioned tournament there. So
But what does it
um
matter? I guess is like my, like, why I think like that's where my question comes in with that, is like, people have a, what is the problem with like the rating that people are having, or what is the problem people are having online? The main thing, I guess.
I so I think if it I'm not exactly sure what like the core
Mm.
problem is, but if it's the same that I'm feeling, it's just like, well, it's not really. It's kind of like almost making a mockery of a tournament in a way. I don't know if that's necessarily the right. I don't know if that's necessarily the right word. Like mockery isn't exactly the right word there. It's. I don't know. I'm having a tough time kind
Like,
of
I'd
like.
almost rather see it as like a, what is it, XC, than like a C tier.
A hundred
Yeah.
percent. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, a
I
hundred
hear
percent.
that, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
but I I just I don't, I think there's very few people, if any people, that are like, because they don't do that many tournaments at it anymore
No, I think like
using
one or
it.
two, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like you can just, one 960 rated round, one 950 rated round's not gonna make or break you as a player. And
No.
or like, if your rating goes up, that's just like something for yourself, I guess. So it's like, I don't know. I think it just drives me like, there's definitely like, morally, I'm not doing it, but like, I'm not really I don't want to be the like, I don't know. That's like
I don't want to be the
I'm
police
not trying to
force.
govern it, yeah, but at
Yeah,
the
yeah, a
same
hundred
time,
percent. Yeah,
we're a self-governing game, at
yeah.
the base of it. So I don't know. That's actually,
No,
it's just kind of pulling me a little more than I
yeah, yeah.
thought.
No, I agree. Where I don't want to be the police force for it, and in no way or shape or form, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to like I'm not trying to like yuck other people's yums. And if you
But I
generally like
guess I could see it more as an XC than a C.
100%, it just has that XC vibes to it, like completely. So
And there's nothing wrong, because then it's still in the PDGA and stuff, but I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe,
um,
would you be, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I hear you. I heard your
yeah.
points.
I like ace runs, like I
Yeah.
said, and ace runs can still be pretty short
But
too.
ace
So
runs
I don't
are
know.
different than that.
Yeah,
But like, that does like bring in the validity, is like an ace run l- layout, like, premise in similar ways the same thing as that. I know it's not, but like,
I know what you're
it
saying
kind of
because
it like, but
it kind
it's
of is.
not,
Yeah, yeah.
but like it kind of is. So then it's like, does that lose its validity to me? No, not at all. But because they're completely different things, and when you look at it, but it's like, I don't know. Raises a lot of questions. That's it.
No, I can see certain ace runs if they are like, oh, every shot was 140 feet.
Yeah.
I think I would feel the same way if somebody did a tournament at like Gold Park, where I'd be like, oh, that's great for like an XC tier, but that's kind of a tough spot for like a full on C tier, and even those holes are like way longer than kayak. Maybe not. I don't know how I feel about that because there's some holes at Gold Park that'll get you pretty good. So
I mean, there are, but even that, I still like what it's like, because then I my brain popped up to Johnny Roberts, which is like one of the more played courses in the world, and that one's in Denver, and it's like a park course with like, I think the longest gets up to like 182, 215 maybe. I'm like kind of blanking on that, but it's like somewhere around that range. Like, could I don't know. It raises a lot of questions of like what makes a true, because like yeah, these are sanctioned events, but like what, I don't know, kind of validates it in the moral compass or like my head compass of like actual event.
yeah, we didn't pose a KO question this week, so in the comment section down below, let us know. What do you think should be the minimum hole distance for it to be a sanctioned disc golf hole? And this, we're just kind of riffing here, so there's no real right answer. It's just
No, yeah,
purely just opinion based. So comment down below what you think, and I'm gonna go through the comments before our episode next week, and I'd like to kind of circle back on this a little bit and kind of
yeah,
see what
yeah.
people say.
I
It'd
like
be
that.
interesting. Yeah. All right, moving right into the ODP guarantee. Ollie, you are currently 1-2. You had a correct guarantee last week. Let's go.
Yeah,
Um,
you gotta
it
love
was
it.
yeah. Talk to me, buddy.
So Max Verstappen went into Vegas. Amazing race. I love the Vegas Grand Prix. It's really fun. People were finding really fun ways to watch it, which I thought was cool. People were using Vegas traffic cams and switching
Oh,
from traffic cam to traffic cam because it's all in the street, and which I
yeah,
thought was like, I was like, why are you posting this? They're gonna figure out a way to not have that next year.
yeah.
But very
Congratulations,
cool.
that's done. Yeah,
But it was really cool. I was
that's
like, I gotta
sick.
go try this because it was
Yeah.
cool. And
I
um,
saw the videos of them like pulling up the sewer grates and stuff like that. That's so crazy.
dude, they transformed. I don't know. It's I've never been to Vegas, so I definitely need to go and like I want to see and like even possibly drive on, because you get to drive on the track and where it is because it's just the strip, and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But it'd be cool and understand kind of in person what that is, and also in Melbourne. But Max Verstappen back against the wall. He's down like 40 or 50 points. I forget what it is. I think it's even more, maybe 60. I think he was down 64 points or something going into this weekend, which you can earn for winning 25 points, second place 18 points, and goes down and down all the way to the top 10. So he needs to have the top two guys. He's in third place. He needs to have the top two guys not do as well, and he needs to get that first place basically the rest of the way. And they're the top two guys are both McLaren drivers, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri. They go through qualification. Lando Norris gets pole, so he starts the race in the first position. Max Verstappen gets second in qualification, so he's right behind him. A lot of action always happens first couple turns of a race. It's like, is your car working well? Did you pick the right tires? Did you have a good start? Different things like that, and that will kind of play in through for the next 20, 30 laps until like pit stops basically. And in that first move, Max gets through, and George Russell passes Lando, so he made the right move, and then was able to stick it through. And Lando ended up getting second, so he still gained a lot of points on Max, and Oscar got fifth. But then the next morning, I woke up and the FIA disqualified both McLarens. So not only did they not like they didn't score any points, so it went from 60. So now it's literally insane to me. So like literally, people are like, yeah, this is cheating beyond like anything because they're like, how
What?
can this random disqualification happen? So now they got no points, and the lead is like 30 points now, which is like this is really possible.
Did they
Like
say why he was disqualified or why they were?
both drivers were disqualified because they had two. So there's a board plank under F1 cars, and if it shreds, it's 10 meters, I think, or 10 millimeters or something like that, or like I forget the exact measuring they use.
Mhm.
And if it goes under 9, Like if it gets like if you're it's something with like the balance of your car, it's illegal. And if it's scraping the whole time, it will scrape enough. And if it scrapes too much, it's illegal. So
Yeah.
they check the cars after every race, and they both McLaren. So it's more of a manager's fault than a driver's fault or
Damn.
anything. But they fucked up really badly,
Yeah.
and now it's possible. So he's going for his fifth world championship, and the dream's alive. But this week we're switching it up. I'm calling a little different ODP guarantee. We're gonna go with a rainy Thursday Thanksgiving. I say it's gonna rain. The weather says it's gonna rain. Uh, if it doesn't rain, that'd be kind of crazy. So we're just gonna
What's
take it.
how much rain we talking here? What's the story? We got any thunder? Any lightning?
No
What
thunder.
do we
I'm just
got?
saying rain most of the day. One little break around 1 p.m. So if you got any plans with your fam, go do that. I think it will be kind of rainy in the morning. So those turkey rounds, I'm sorry. Get your jacket, get your umbrella, get ready, and then come home, shower up, get warm, and grub up.
All right, you heard it here first. It's gonna rain Thursday morning, but around 1 o'clock you will get a break in the afternoon. Go and enjoy some time out there. So I love it. That's awesome, man. 1 for 2 though, not bad.
We'll take it.
Yeah. All right. Jumping right into the next segment, which is the in the bag segment. This is edition 2 out of 4, the mid range edition. Ollie, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to go disc for disc, or do I do like two, or how do you want to do it?
How many mid ranges do you have? You got 4.
What do you have?
You go. We'll go every other because I got 3. So you'll start and
Okay.
finish this.
So I'm gonna start with the newest kind of like mid-range disc in my bag. It's under a putt and approach, but I think it slides in well. Like I'm not gonna be putting with it. I know some people are, but honestly, it's a 4202 with that like 42 is like kind of just it's more I'm more focused on that 4 number. It's a really true slow speed mid range in my opinion. It's a Toro top with a Rhino bottom, I want to say. So putter
Cool.
bottom, approach top, but that Toro for me when it came out was like a it was just it didn't come out as a putt and approach, I believe. It came out as a I remember it had a different I think it came out as a mid or something when the
Might have come
Toro.
out as a mid. Yeah, I think they just switched the pig to a mid range, which is weird because that's a 3 speed, and that's really kind of gotten everybody in like a kerfuffle. So
So I'd call this a mid. Like this fully
yeah,
in the what I use it for is a mid range, and so this is I've been loving it super flat. Like literally, like you cannot ask for more of a flat disc than that.
yeah.
And nice shallow, not too shallow, but nice and shallow enough that like really easy for any kind of hand size. I feel like to get under it. I threw it at Jackson Park on like hole one, for example. Was able to trust it on like an Annie to hold that line, get it towards that fence, and then fade right before that tree and get you a putt, which is awesome. So
Sick.
that was my fun, and I'm really excited about it. It's like this might be the AGL disc I'm so excited about this thing. This is so cool to me.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you were telling me about them the other day, so I'm pretty pumped to watch you throw. You didn't have those at Shelton, right?
No, I
No.
didn't. I
Yeah,
was
I was like, I
hoping,
don't
yeah.
remember them. So,
Next
um,
video.
yeah, next time I'm excited to watch them. First mid range in my slot, the most overstable mid range I carry is the MD4. I drew Lugia on this one. I've done that to just kind of like a handful of my discs. This is one of the Metal Flake C line MD4s from the European Open. Um, I've had this in my bag pretty much like as soon as they came out. So I actually think this off season, this might get taken out of the bag because it is getting very straight for me.
Mm.
Not quite flipping up, but just getting a lot more push and ride out of it than I'm expecting. And I'm worried that on a headwind, which this is supposed to be a really good headwind fighter for me, I'm worried on a headwind it's going to get maybe a little flip that I don't want out of it. So I'm going to replace this. Even today, I was just throwing a S-Line MD4 that's pretty flat top that I really like, but I might just end up getting another Metal Flake C-Line one because this was just, I really liked how long this took to beat it, and I've had it like a year and a half now, so if I can have another one for a year and a half,
Year and a half. Yeah,
yeah,
perfect.
not too bad.
For my next mid range, we're gonna go with a disc that's gonna. And the first three that I'm gonna do are discs that are gonna stay in my bag, and then the last disc I'm gonna talk about. We're gonna figure out. I'm gonna make a series out of finding a replacement, little shorts or something. It will be fun. But my next disc will be the D Line MD made by Innova. This was given to me by JoJo, so it has a banana on it, banana peel
Yeah.
on it. I really love it, and it's you don't really find too many of these often, and this disc's like super great feel. So not too many like there are some MD molds that have been retooled and that come out now, but it's just still a little different from what this one is to me. And I use this one for super left to right shots, flip ups. Like I could throw this on a big hyzer, and the most it would do is like fly straight to slight like finish to the right kind of thing. So
Mhm.
I really enjoy for flippy turnip shots. The and shout out to JoJo. I literally put out something just being like, "Oh, I'm looking for some Innova made Discmania discs," and he was like, I was gonna go up to Tall first and play around with him, and he was like, "Oh, I got something for you," and I was like, "Dude, thank you."
That's
So shout
awesome.
out JoJo.
Yeah, no, he's the man. That's awesome. Yeah, sick disc. I've watched you throw out a lot of like really, really nice turnovers. So, next mid range in my bag is the Horizon Glacier. I think this is like Sea Line Horizon, maybe. I really like these like kind of opaque ones. You can I don't know what the differences of this plastic. I have Articuno drawn on there. This is
I
my
love that.
favorite. Yeah, my favorite run of glaciers is definitely these guys. I have a couple with this kind of middle here. I don't know why. It's like just they're just better. I just like throwing them more than I like throwing like these that are a little more the translucent
I
ones.
love the look of those ones so much.
Yeah. I think these are a little more overstable. I think that's why. Even when I played with
Yeah.
Gannon at the Cascade Challenge, even Gannon was saying that there's something about these like opaque ones that just kind of have a little different flight. They're just slightly better for some reason. Really hard to say, but I'll throw this on like slight anhyzer. It'll kind of like flatten out and just ride really straight for a long time. I'll throw this on hyzer if I wanted to kind of like slowly ride that hyzer, but have kind of like a kind of hard finish to the left. And I will throw this on a bunch of like really long, drawn out flex shots where a ton of anhyzer, where at the end it just kind of flattens out and kind of pushes forward. So, yeah, just slightly, slightly straighter than the MD4, but considerable more glide and throw a lot more distance with it.
Ooh, I might just have to interrupt real quick. Michael Go just responded. He said he tweaked his back, but he thinks he'll be good by that time. What time are we thinking?
Um, I haven't texted Chuck yet, but let's say like 8:30 at Lakewood.
Okay. Moving on.
Hell yeah,
I have
that's exciting.
that's breaking news.
That's huge, huge.
Bummed out his back. We're not even gonna get 100% Michael Go. So Michael, get on the back. We're going.
Yeah,
Michael, oh my God, that was so
yeah.
good. Okay, but my next has become a huge workhorse for mid ranges in my bag. It's the Sophia J. I love this disc. I have chosen basically anytime you see me stopping at ECD, I'm grabbing one of these just off the shelf or in the box, and it's something I know I'm gonna want for a long time. I think it just has such a beautiful like. This reminds me of like clouds or mountain, like snowy mountain cat. It is something so beautiful about this disc, and the J's flight. I used to throw the MD3 a little bit, and the Rock were pretty prominent mid ranges, but then the feel of this J is just so unique with how I want a workhorse mid range that I can throw really hard flat and it's going to fly very straight, or throw it on a little bit of a hyzer and get it to, hold that a
Kind of
little more.
ride.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. So I've enjoyed this disc be my bag. It will be a disc that's in my bag for a very long time, and
nice.
going to support Sophia. So,
Totally. Yeah, I think the J is like a retooled MB3. Like I think it's the bottom of the MB3 with some other top or something. It's hard to
yeah.
keep up with all that stuff. So, yeah, and J is a sick disc, definitely. Um, last mid range in my bag, I only carry three. Is the MD1. This C line MD1. This is C line, even though it does look very much like S line. Back to that really opaque plastic. This is my best thrown disc, I would say, of 2025. I'm throwing this. I mean, what, 415, 425, something like that. I'm throwing them on just like literal frozen ropes. I mean, it
My
doesn't
whole
deviate.
one. Reds at kayak think, and it's just like perfect.
I could throw in a little turnover up there. Hole 18 right now at Lakewood. That just it's in the short position. I'm basing it every time, and it's not deviating off of that line. It literally is just riding so perfectly straight. But yeah, I'll throw this on like turnovers, get that long, gradual left to right movement. I'll throw it on hole 14 at SeaTac and just get that, like I said, just absolute dead straight flight. I could throw it with like Baby Heiser and get that really nice and just like punch it really nice. It barely flips up. MD1, this has been just an absolute workhorse in my bag. I like this one specifically. And it's really hard to tell, but I think the shoulder right about here or so is a little higher than some of the other MD1s that have maybe a little flatter of a shoulder. I think those flatter ones are a little more understable, where I think this has a little more stability to it, which just lets me crank on it just a little harder. So yeah, MD1, absolute just money, just so good.
And to wrap up the in the bag for the mid ranges, the one disc that I'm going to be looking for a replacement for is going to be my European Edition MD5. I love this disc. The one thing I think I really care about it being is the size of it. Like it's a smaller mid range. You can see even with the J there. Like the size of the disc matters so much to me. I have pretty big hands, but something
It's not the size of the disc, it's the way you throw it.
smaller discs that know what they're doing actually are better, Kirby. Smaller discs that have a true flight plan. Come on.
Hmm.
Small discs matter. Come on.
Yeah.
But this MD5 is
That's a
amazing. I
decent
can
sized disc, man. Come on, you're all right. Yeah, it's average sized disc, okay?
small disc. Bro's got a mini in his hand.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I have like an acorn from AGL that's like this. But this disc's awesome. It feels so great. I can throw this disc, like release it. I've never really had problems releasing this disc as such an overstable disc. Like I need this disc to be on Anheuser. I need this disc to hold this line and then fade. I need this disc to just do what I need, and it's always done that. So I love this disc. I'm looking at some Gators, some Caymans. I need to look at some Infinite stuff too as well and see what they have. Or maybe an old MD. I don't even know if that's a real thing. Old
Yeah,
MD5.
MD5s. They have old MD5s. I think it's like a Gator 3 though. It's like a Gator 3 bottom with a different
I just
top
go
maybe.
get it. I just go get a Gator 3 probably.
Yeah.
Something that's a little easier to replace or something. But
Yeah.
I also still like if it's something special, I still would want it. But I'm looking for something Innova made that's something to replace MD5. If you have any suggestions, let your boy know.
I actually might have an Innova made MD5 at the store. I'll check tomorrow.
Oh, please do.
Yeah, I'll look. All right, so to recap, I carry an MD4, I carry a Glacier, and I carry an MD1. Overstable. Straight to overstable, straight to understable.
I have my approach mid, like a little different kind of style mid range, not even a utility mid, but a little different 4 speed, and then kind of in order MD3 variant in the J and MD5. So kind of tell what I like with that bottom and top, something clean, no bead. All of these are honestly very comparable discs that do feel wise, but that do all different things, which is something I really like about that.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Getting right into the draft this week. This week is the Thanksgiving draft. I mean, it's so appropriate. It's almost too easy. I'll go ahead and take the first pick. We're just going like Thanksgiving stuff, anything to involve Thanksgiving. So go for it, bud.
I'm gonna go with football on Thanksgiving as my one of one. It's so I don't know. For me, anyone that loves football, I feel like having the day off, watching football, they got the games planned out. Like so, you got three or something like that. You're always watching a game that day. It's while the food's cooking. You know, you start getting the smells. People are coming over. You're going
For sure.
somewhere. I enjoy it a lot. So I'm gonna go with football.
Yeah, solid. Um, I'm gonna go with for my first pick. I'm gonna pick cooking. Just in general, cooking. I used to be a chef. I still love cooking. I really love cooking for like my family and stuff like that. I love just making Ellie and I dinner and really just kind of going all out for that kind of thing. So just general cooking and across the board. I love cooking. And then for my number two pick here and the number three overall, and feel free to veto this, but I think it's different enough. Um, Growing up, we always went like Thanksgiving was a really big day to go and play pickup football, where
No,
you
it's
would go.
different. That was on my list too.
Okay, yeah. So pickup football is going to be on there. I mean, I don't know how many different like pickup football games we go to as a kid. Pretty much any park had some kind of game going on growing up, especially in a smaller town. So, yeah, pickup football is my number two here.
I like that. Something I've been doing a little more recently is Turkey Day skins. So playing
Oh
some
yeah.
skins, I think, is really fun. I think it happened. They do. North Park does a good job. We go out to Discovery Park in the morning and do like a big skins match, and you ends up like with the amount of people that come, like you're not. I think you put up like $25, and then it's all said and done, or I forget the exact amount of money. That's not right. You put in a certain, maybe it's like $1 a hole or something. I forget. Maybe it's
Hmm.
like $18 or something, and then but like, so you never, it's not like a huge loss, but then like the winner gets like hundreds of bucks, which is cool
Yeah,
for
it's
the
pretty
skins.
sweet.
So
Nice.
yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's fun. Your local, start your local skins Turkey Day
Yeah,
sermons if you don't have one.
be a doer.
Be a doer. And then my next pick, I'm gonna go with oh a specific dish of mine. This is my favorite. I know it seems crazy, but this is my favorite. What I look forward to the most, and I have it. I really choose to only have it there, but it's always available. But I love stuffing so much.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving stuffing
I
is
love
just
it.
like, and I love like homemade stuffing, like really well done homemade stuffing. I love Stouffer stuffing so much. Like, just give me a Stouffer's fucking turkey
Box.
stuffing, and
I
I'm
don't care, dude. Yeah,
buying
totally.
it, bro. That
Yes.
stuff is so good to me. So
Yes.
like, and I also, but I appreciate the good ones too. Like, I appreciate all stuffing. I think I wait all year for stuffing.
It's
Yeah.
crazy that stuffing is just available to buy in the grocery store all year long, and yet 100% of the time I'm walking right by that until the week before Thanksgiving, and I'm like, can't wait to fuck that whole box up, dude. Let's
And they
go.
say we have free will.
Yeah, no, that's insane. You want to hear a really funny use of free will? Ellie and I on I think it might have been Saturday night. We went to Korean barbecue, and we went at like 6 o'clock, like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and we
Like
ate.
six.
Yeah, right. We ate like 2 pounds of meat. So we ate the whole fucking thing, and we go home and we're so full that at 7:30 we both just go to bed and we pass out. So now it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and we wake up and we're both like, I'm kind of hungry actually. Like, what do we do for and it's 3 in the morning. And I go, hey, we're adults and we have free will. We can just like fucking go to Denny's if we want to. And she's
Yeah,
like, let's fucking do it. So it was a really fun use of free will as an adult just to be like, hey, fuck all this. We're just gonna wake up at 3 in the morning, go to Denny's and kind of ruin the next day for us too, because we're both, sleep schedules all messed up. But yeah,
messed
that's
up. But you
the
got Denny's.
perks of being married in your 30s is you can go to Denny's at 3 in the morning. So all right, my next pick, I got back to back here for the Thanksgiving draft. My next pick is going to be really specifically, but I want pumpkin pie with Cool
Mm.
Whip. Something I don't have pretty much like any other time of the year is pumpkin pie. Um, my birthday's in June, and one of the funny things, like when I was, I don't know, probably like 10 or 11, my mom would ask me what kind of cake I want for my birthday, and I would be like, I kind of want pumpkin pie instead.
Mm.
So on Thanksgiving, she would buy an extra pumpkin pie and then throw it in the freezer. So around June, we could pull that pie out of the freezer, and we could have like a nice like Thanksgiving pumpkin pie and Cool Whip. So yeah, pumpkin
That's
pie and Cool
sweet.
Whip. Yeah, it hits so hard every time. And then for my last pick here, kind of struggling a little bit. I don't know that I necessarily have I didn't really come into this with a huge list.
Oh, I'm
Um,
ready to go.
you
Just
got a
don't
good
take what
one?
I got. Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta
Just take a specific dish.
Yeah, I don't know. I've kind of nailed all the dish. It was like stuffing was the dish that I wanted to get. You nailed
Yeah,
that like dead on. So,
yeah.
um, dang, yeah, we and I kind of covered all my Thanksgiving traditions too. Honestly, we didn't really do much like growing up, like Thanksgiving. Like we
I
had some
hear
people
that.
over and
I
stuff,
didn't do
but
shit because I
yeah,
did swimming, and that was during swim season, so I'd be up like 4:30 the day before, the day after, or not the day after. I'd have like they do like a 3 hour like really intensive one, being like burning off Thanksgiving, and I'm like, oh, I hate this. But then Thanksgiving was always so chill, and it was like my mom was like, you can just have a really relaxing day on Thanksgiving. So I would always do absolutely nothing. I'd
just
play video games all day and just sit in the dark, and then come out for dinner with the fam and be like, yeah, I
so
love it
get all
here.
emo on Thanksgiving.
But I,
My
I
last
have a pretty
No, I'm with you there. My last pick is going to be like next day sandwiches. Post Thanksgiving
oh
sandwiches.
no
Was that what
left
you're gonna pick?
Thanksgiving leftovers. It's so
Yeah,
goaded.
yeah.
It's
I
okay.
love
I
it.
have more. I have more.
It's the sandwich specifically for me, where you take the turkey, the
Well, yeah,
stuffing,
that's there's
and
no other Thanksgiving leftovers. Like when you have Thanksgiving leftovers, or is anyone not? Because you have rolls as well. So, okay,
yeah.
if anyone else is doing their Thanksgiving leftovers any other way, I can't mess with it. But
I can't mess with you. I'm sorry.
if it is, so the sandwich is goaded. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
amazing. That's amazing. I'm gonna have to go because you got a really good one there. I'm just gonna go with my other layup. I'm gonna go with like a cranberry ginger ale because that's Thanksgiving time
no, yeah,
is when it comes out. And so I know it might just be like like the holidays thing, but it's like I only that's the first meal. That's like what I'm having with my meal always is
sure,
a
sure.
cranberry ginger ale. So
It's
and it
definitely
starts become available then.
Yeah, yeah. It's a Christmas drink, but it's you can get it throughout all of November. So I get you there. That counts. Yeah. So to
It's
recap
my
our lists,
yeah.
Ollie has football. He has Turkey Day skins. He has stuffing, and he has cranberry ginger ale. I have cooking. I have pickup football. I have pumpkin pie with Cool Whip, and I
That's a good
have
one.
after Thanksgiving sandwiches.
That was good. That was good.
That was a nice
That
one.
was a good steal at the end. I was like, oh, he won't get it. But then I was like, if he thinks about it long enough, he's gonna get it. I was like, hopefully he just says something. And that's I was like, oh, just say a specific dish, gang. We're
Yeah.
good.
You really like
Uh,
pie, right? Say another pie.
Episode 85 coming up on Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all, from the KO Disc Golf Show. And
Happy Thanksgiving.
hope y'all have a nice, relaxing Thanksgiving this week. I hope you enjoy the episode. I hope you enjoy the new challenge video. Um,
Check it out this
yeah,
Thursday.
we are thankful for y'all and everyone that makes this possible. And that, yeah, it's always fun just looking at comments and different things like that. So we appreciate and are thankful for y'all. Um, Pain is temporary. Quitting lasts forever. Lance Armstrong.